turn to Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
Okay, it is 6:38. We've got to check on Al Bear. He's having a great time this morning because it involves brisket and breakfast tacos, burritos, the whole nines over at Deuce's.
It's the perfect marriage, briskets and breakfast. Al, good morning.
Look how good that is.
Hey, good morning. Look, brisket is the perfect breakfast. Now, through the magic of television, Shane Wiggins took that big brisket that we have, and look, here's a cooked brisket. Oh my God, Shane, this is great.
That's it.
So, how do you know this thing is done?
So we monitor the temperature on the briskets, and when they reach around 200 to 205 is when we pull them off the smoker. They did go into a little rest. Cooking that long, 12 hours, they get tired.
Oh man,
gotta let them rest.
Beat after a 4-hour morning show.
We've had this one resting for about 2 hours now, ready to slice up and see what it's all about.
Now, when you start with a brisket, it's like almost as long as this cutting board. So let's talk a little bit about what happens to the brisket when you cook it.
Absolutely. So, brisket starts out around twice the size of what you're seeing here. By the time we trim it, let it cook, it shrinks down, and you end up with about half of the size that you start with.
Yeah.
So you really need to take that into consideration. If you're looking for a brisket of a certain size, you want a certain amount of meat when you're finished cooking.
Correct.
You want to go about twice the amount of weight to start with that you want to end up with.
Gotcha. So let's cut it and see.
We'll cut in here. Now, briskets have two parts to them. You have what's called the flat, and then you have what's called the point. So you see this here? It's not juicy.
Whoa.
Not juicy at all.
Look at that. Now, how did you season this?
Just a light seasoning and that I've used for years and years. I order my seasoning out of Texas. It's not a secret. Anybody can order it, but you'll have to figure out where that's from.
Wow.
I may not tell that.
Okay, I don't blame you. Everybody wants to be able, oh my God, look at how juicy this thing is. Holy cow. Shane, that's beautiful. Man. So what's going to happen with this? It's going to go from this to, what are you going to do with it?
So this will be used in from our sandwiches, plate lunches, chopped it up for breakfasts, quesadillas that we make here. Many different things you can do with a brisket. It's very versatile. It's just a matter of what you want to give it a shot with. Wow.
That's so, I can't believe how juicy it is. Somehow mine never comes out that juicy.
Well,
hey, Shane,
let's see how it tastes.
Good. I was about to say I'm required by law to try this. Holy cow. When you touch it, it's like, oh my God, it fell apart. Oh, man.
Not gonna work?
How'd you get the seasoning inside? What happened?
Slow and low. You have to give it time to get in there, and then that smoke carries it through.
So what you're saying,
it's just a long process.
You season the outside.
That's it.
You put it in that magic oven, and somehow that seasoning goes all the way through.
It's by the power of magic, and I don't know what happens behind those doors. It might be little elves in there taking care of it, but it works.
It's elves. It's magic. This is amazing brisket. We're going to go back to you in the studio. Holy cow, this is good, and look how juicy. Magic.
I was this close. I mean, just.
Scott's excited, Al. It looks really good.
But and then the juice.
It's amazing,
y'all.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
stuff.
sure it's the same sentiment. I'm sure it's amazing.
It's magic.
It is.
All righty. Thank you, Al. You enjoy. We'll
Bring
see you
some
in
back.
a bit.
You have the address.
We're going to go to sports.